Hi, Jeff here. I'm going to do something different. I recently purchased a Galaxy S11 tablet, which I'm really enjoying. Moreover, I want to share how I've created my home screen, and I thought you might like to see some of the interesting features. This tablet has Android 16, so if you're running a tablet that has an older version, or not a Samsung, some of the features may look different or not be there. So keep that in mind. I'm new at this, so comments, what do you want to see, what made sense, what didn't, would be super helpful. Enjoy. Thank you. So this is my Samsung S11 tablet. And what I like about this new one is it's really encouraged me to customize it. Instead of having a screen of icons that I have to, what do I want to do? Go to mail, go to Facebook, go to my contacts. I have these widgets and panels that can guide me through what I want to do. And I'm going to teach you how to make yours look like this, weather and your time. But it's also, you can slide it, put in as many as you want. This one's here for Bothell, and here's for Dripping Springs. On the left side, you have my health stats for the day. Here's my calendar. Here's my to-do list. Here's my shopping list. And on the right side, there is my controls for my house, podcasts I'm listening to, quick shortcut to YouTube search, shortcut to my pictures, and music, and email. So I can quickly check those. And with two other buttons, these are all apps below. And these are shortcuts down here to routines, to create a new calendar invite quickly, to alter the screen brightness, to record a show, and to mute and unmute the volume. And I'm going to show you how to do it next. And one other homepage that I'll talk about in the video is this, where you take icons or programs that are similar, drawing apps, streaming apps, video editing, group them together to make it easier to find and launch. Let's create two apps on the screen at the same time by clicking one button. Here's an example. To do this, first thing you do is to open all apps. I'm going to click on this icon here, and I'm going to choose the calculator icon. Way at the top is a window handle. Press it. Middle selection is split screen view. Push that. That gives you two views, and it allows your option here is to select your app. So for the second, it's asking you to select the app you want. We're going to select the PenUp app, and it puts it next to the calculator app. Now there's a bar down the middle. In the middle of the bar, there's three dots. If you push on those three dots, you can select rotate clockwise, which will then put them in this position. So for this position, maybe I'm coloring in the bottom, calculator in the top, or a movie, or my contacts, or calendar, whatever I want. Once you have this in the orientation and the size you want, so you can make the calculator smaller, more room for writing, or the opposite, click those three dots again, and you have a star, which means it's going to be saved to the taskbar, home screen, or the app's edge panel. Let's say the second one, home screen. Now it's added on the home screen. So now we can go back and see it's right here. I'm going to move it just so you can see it. and now it's saved. So now let's make sure it's gone. We get rid of it. It's closed. I need those two apps. I click on it. It instantly comes up the way I saved it. Okay, now we're going to create a stack. And we're going to create this widget that goes in the stack. And to do that, you're going to tap and hold on the home screen. You're going to press widgets. And you're going to scroll down. This is a very intimidating dialogue. It took me a while to figure out what's going on here. But to get through that, let's just scroll down to the bottom to weather. So this tells you all the different size and what is in each widget that you might like. Well, let's have weather and clock. So way down the bottom, it's a big one. We'll click this one because we're going to do something very special with it. We're going to add it. Okay, and here it is here on one of these home screens. Now, tap anywhere to cancel it. Now, we're going to move it just so it's to its own screen right now. So great. This says Dripping Springs. It got the time. You click on it, you'll get the weather. Beautiful, fun app. Another thing you can do with this widget is you can resize it if you want a smaller version. So you can do some resizing. But what we want to do is we want to add another stack to this, another page, if you will. So when we flip it, it will actually give us more information. Clap and hold, you say create stack. Scroll back down to weather, select weather, scroll down, collect the same. We're going to pick the same one, keep it nice and simple. Then we're going to go in here. Now this is the second stack. Choose settings, and we're going to change this to Bothell. Now I had already done this, but if you would search for Bothell, save it. So now you've got Bothell, but if you swipe here, you have Dripping Springs. Let's add another one. Edit stack, slide them over, add another one. Weather, again, we'll scroll down, pick the same one, we'll say add. Now you have another one, and you click on settings, change, and put in Poughkeepsie. Save. So now, and you notice the time changed because of the time zone. And you could order them. So let's edit stack. So let's go in, let's put, let's put that one first. So it goes in order of time zone. Sounds good. All right. So you go Bothell, Dripping Springs, and Poughkeepsie. Great. Now, after you've got your group created, say there's another app that you want to add to it. So this one here, what you do in the home view, click once and see the plus sign here. Now you have a list of apps, which may actually be an easier way to scroll through than with the larger icons. So in this case, you might scroll down and say, well, let's add Netflix. And you click on done. Now Netflix is added. Real simple. Okay, next we're going to group a set of similar apps into a container or a folder and then make them have a border around them so they stand out from just a bunch of apps. So You're going to select one. In this case, we're going to look at our streaming apps. So we have them all here. I've moved them over. These are all the apps. So I've moved them over to this one space, but I want to be able to move them to a different home page. Right now, they're just in a list of apps. So I would click on one, and I would click on the select option. And I'm going to select all these, and then I'm going to come up here and select the create folder. So now they're all in a folder, and I'm going to name this folder Streaming Apps. Done. So now the folder is called Streaming Apps, and it sits right here. It's still in the all programs. All we did was take those programs and put them in this Streaming Apps bucket. You click on them, it expands. Great. What I want to do is then move it, or click on it, click and hold, and say add to home. So now it's on one of my home pages. And I'll move it over here, click, hold, move it to here. So now it's here. Now if I hold it, I have the enlarge. So now they're not quite as big as the apps are normally. This is how big they are normally, but I think they're great. And they're in a nice container. From there, I can select shrink or settings. And in the settings, I can alter the color of the background. Pick whatever color I want. That one, done. Maybe a little softer. Save. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to create a routine or mode. Now, probably break this into a couple different parts. First, I'm going to add some routines, which are basically shortcuts to get things done. So, for example, if you want to create a new event in a calendar, you can click on the calendar, click on new event, and then fill out the information and save it. These allow to skip a few of those steps and let the tablet do them for you. So everything from click the button and the add new event comes up is the most simple example. So that's what we'll work on today. So to do that, you're going to go to the settings, and you're going to look for modes and routines, and you're going to add the top here, add a routine. What do you want to trigger this routine? Start very simply. We're just going to say start manually, meaning when I click on the button, it will start this routine. Then you want to add the condition. What do you want it to do? So we'll look down here and we'll look at, let's look at calendar here. And we'll do create event, update event, show events, find events, open calendar, add event. Let's do create event. Let's do add event. Let's do that. That's better. Okay. Add event is the simple one. Then we say save. Now it wants a icon to mark it. Routine name. Let's make this add event. Add cal. There we go. Add cal event. Close enough. Okay. We'll color it red, and we'll pick an icon with a finger in there. Okay. done. So add cal event is right there, all set. That you've configured it in settings. Now you go back, let's go here. Now you go, just like we did before, you add a widget, and the widget is called modes and routines. So then you have to decide how many widgets you want to add, or how big you want the space to be. Let's just go with 2 for now. So now here's your new widget right here. Let's move it. And then you click on it. And then it says, here's all the routines that have been created. Some of these I created before. Some of them we just created. Add cal event was the one we just created. The other one I added that I really like is brightness. I'll show you how that works. Say done. So now you have 2 events. You put them wherever you want. You move this around. First one is the add calendar event. Brings up the calendar. Brings up the form. You just type in buy a tablet. Buy a tablet. Let's do it tomorrow. And let's do it in the morning. 10 a.m. Let's save it. So now I've added that item. Okay, let's go back. And the other one I've done here is the brightness. So where here's using a tablet and the brightness isn't to your liking, you can instantly switch on active brightness or take off active brightness. So it's or adaptive brightness. Kind of a neat feature. Okay. These are very powerful. I have not gone into great depth with them. There's a lot you can do here.